I was telling someone once about how God will give you what you want, and it won't particularly be in the way you wanted it. It's kind of a wishmaster scenario, like when the Israelites were in the wilderness and they were like, oh man, remember in Egypt, the good old days when we were bondservants and whipped, and we sat by those flesh pots and we ate cucumbers and melons and pomegranates. And those were the days when we were just loathing every second of our life, but we were able to eat flesh. Why can God not provide us flesh like we had in Egypt? And God's response was, all right, check it out. I'm going to give you that flesh, and you're not just going to eat flesh for a day or a week. You're going to eat flesh for a whole month till it comes out of your nostrils and it's loathsome unto you. Woo. Talk about pollute them in their gifts, right? So I was telling that friend, she was like, what's with the nostrils? Why is it coming out of the nostrils? And my first thought about nostrils was, well, that is where the breath of life came in. Remember, he formed Adam out of the dust and then breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. So all the Israelites in the wilderness were choosing flesh over their soul. All they wanted was that temporary, delicious quail or whatever they wanted to eat, rather than trusting in God, asking God with thanksgiving, thanks for delivering us out of Egypt. Wow, you're really capable of great and terrible things. Surely you can provide us meat if you wanted to, and your will, not ours. That would have been the better response. But these people, I tell you what, he really wanted to wipe them out. And Moses was like, no, man, don't do that. People will say you just took us into the desert to destroy us. And God was like, all right, my bad. And then Moses comes down from the mount, sees the people worshiping naked around the golden calf, and he breaks the 10 Commandments written by the finger of God and was like, all right, everybody in my house start murdering.